One basic difference between the first and the second generation, which is obvious to everybody. The first generation, we decide what is right, never mind what the people think. That's another problem. We know what we have to do, which is necessary for the people's survival. Then we set out to persuade the people to accept it. Whether it's against spitting, whether it's to adopt English as a working language, whether it is to give up Mandarin, whether it's to give up the old mosque and build new mosques, transfer into new towns and live with your neighbors who are not Malays and not Muslims. We set out to persuade people to our point of view. The second generation, they are slightly different. First, there are now such things as taking a poll. So you say, oh, do you know what people say? Feedback says so and so. When I read a feedback, I say, oh, is that so? That means I must explain further and get the message across. But in America, it's worked out to such a fine art that you remain popular by following popular will. So, what's the latest? Oh, so many percent are against this. Oh, in that case, I'm against it too. Mr. Reagan is the most popular president for probably since Franklin Delano Roosevelt. That's 1946, 45. He doesn't dare cut Social Security, pensions, Medicare, Medicaid. Because if he touches that, there's going to be a howl of pain. And yet they know that it's heading for bankruptcy. The fund must go bankrupt unless more subscriptions are paid. And there'll be less and less young workers to pay for more and more old workers. Then what happens is that's not my problem. We leave that till the year 2000. Well, another president will worry about that. And that's the difference between the PAP and where the second generation is equal to the first generation. I take heart because I have not pushed them on this. I said, you do. You know the problem. I say they have. Some similarities in key attributes: integrity, commitment, and a willingness to go for what is right and not what is popular. It's difficult because they have different skills in persuading. So I get a paper that says how to get this people to have more children and so on. So we will employ a PR agency to explain. I said, well, this is new. So we'll have half-minute or 30-minute shots.